Oh man, Walmart was playing music trying to mess up my video. I have to talk right here to try to talk over the music. My poor sleepyhead boy. How are you? Well, one of my favorite things to do every year.
1 pound, $4, 2 pounds steak, and a 5-pound basket is 20.
Okay. Which one do you want, baby? Okay, I'm good. Good morning. Yes, ma'am, I can do that. Hi, everybody. Woo, I'm cutting my head off. Hold on. Yeah, that's better. How are you guys? Welcome back to my modern homestead. My name is Janet, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And those of you who are regulars, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. As you saw before, we went to the strawberry patch. It's just been me and my guy today. My little guy, that is. Alyssa is off in Atlanta learning to do the city girl thing. That's not me. I told you in another video, I know where I belong, and it's not in the city. I don't do the big city. But anyway, I hope she's having a good time, and she'll be home later. But today, while she is gone, we are going to do strawberry pepper jelly. I've never done strawberry. I've done peach, and I've done several other different pepper jellies. So today's my first time. I have these beautiful berries. So what I have to do first is get my peppers. I have 6 jalapeno peppers and 2 green bell peppers. Now when I do peach, I do 1 green, 1 red. But my strawberry's already red, so I'm just doing all green today. So 2 bell peppers, and 6 jalapeno peppers. And what we're going to do is dice them up finely, and then I'm going to dice up a cup of strawberries finely. And then we'll come back and do the sugar and the pectin and put it on the stove. It's really quick. I hope I can capture at least most of it for you guys. It's hard when you're the only one filming and doing jelly because it's boom, boom, boom. But I'll do my best, guys. Let's go. Always use gloves when you're working with hot peppers. I can't tell you how many times I've not used gloves and regretted it. The worst is when you don't feel it immediately and it sneaks up on you later. Well, let's say I did it backwards. Should have just done the sweet ones first.
Now I need to cut up 1 cup of strawberries. You want to make sure you measure out 6½ cups of sugar. Then measure out 1½ cups of apple cider vinegar. I set my liquid pectin in a cup to hold it until I'm ready for it. And I go ahead and cut the tops off, and I set it right beside the stove. Almost forgot the red pepper flakes. Don't want to do that. Measure out 1 tablespoon of red pepper flakes. All right, guys, I think we're ready. Let's get the peppers in the pot. Red pepper flakes, the apple cider vinegar, it's everything except for the strawberries and pectin. That's what we're putting in. So now we're going to add the sugar. I am so sorry, guys. I'm doing this with one hand. All the sugar. Forgot to turn the stove on. It won't heat if we don't. Alright, now we're just going to stir this together until it comes to a rolling boil. It's all stirred together. We'll just keep stirring it until it boils. And once it comes up to a boil, we're going to boil it for 5 minutes. I need to mention too that right as this is coming up to heat, I'm going to take our jars out of this water. These are hot, so we're just going to take them out. I've got 2 layers in this pot, and they'll be ready. While we're waiting on that to boil, I have everything ready, and I just want to show you how I set up. I have my ladle to pour the jelly in. There are my, I guess you call them tongs, to pick up the jars or to put them into the canner or take them out. This bowl and this spoon is to skim any foam off of the jelly, should there be any. And I go ahead and have my jars laid out. My funnel is here, waiting. I like to use this so I don't make a mess all over the jars. And then I have my lids and rings ready. That way, as soon as the jelly comes off, I'm good to go. In fact, I do this with everything I can. I like to go ahead and have everything set up and ready. Every time I make jelly, I think of my friend Laura. I helped her so much when she first started learning to can, and I loved every minute of it. And now she has her own jelly making business, and it's so funny, guys, because unless it's pepper jelly, I really have a hard time mastering jelly. I don't have any luck with it for whatever reason. Mine is always really soft or really hard, but I always get tickled because she makes great jelly, and she will beat my pants off in a heartbeat in our local fair if we enter stuff together. She's asked me all the time, "Are you entering the fair? Are you entering the fair?" And a couple times I have, and I did win one time, but I just get tickled. I just do it for the fun of it with her. It's just a fun thing between us. Now this is almost at a boil. And guys, you want this at a rolling boil. That means when you're stirring, that you can't stir the bubbles down. We'll be there in just a minute. See, there we go. And we want to set it for 5 minutes. Make sure you make jelly in a big stock pot. It might not seem like you should use such a big pot for so few ingredients, but look how it boils up. You do not want this to boil over on you. Gracious, I've never had one boil up like that. Ever. So I turned it down a little bit. It's still boiling. I hope I didn't just make candy. Okay, now let's pour in the strawberries and the pectin. And then we'll bring it right back up to a boil if it boils down. I didn't mean to say boils down. If it stops boiling. God, get in a hurry, can't the hulker think. Okay, now we'll let it come back up to a full rolling boil and boil it for 3 minutes. Okay, we're at a rolling boil, so we're going to set the timer for 3 minutes. Off the heat there we go. Now we're going to leave it sitting here for just a minute. Just let it cool off a minute, and we're going to skim the foam off. Super hot, guys. Please be careful with this. Okay, I'm ready to put this into the jars. There's not really enough foam for me to worry with. I'm just going to leave it. We're going to go up to a 1/4 inch headspace. All right, at this point we need to wipe the rims of the jars. This is such a pretty color. Okay. 9, 12, 14 quarter pints, and 1 half pint. That one's not all the way full. It's okay. So now we're going to put on the lids. I'll just do a few to show you. Put on the rings, just finger tight. Okay, let's get these in the canner. Alrighty, let's get this filled up and we'll be right back.
You want to bring your water up to a boil and then set the timer for 10 minutes.
Let's clean up while the jars are boiling.
While my jars are boiling, I also like to go ahead and set up my area for cooling. I like to make it look nice because I like to take pictures for the video and for my blog.
Alright, we're going to turn this off, take off the lid, lift away from you. Oops, I just see I missed a bowl when I was washing. Don't you hate when you do that? Okay, now I will not, absolutely not move these jars until this water is completely still and I see no bubbles rising up from the jars. I'm so excited. Okay, the water is nice and still. Still steaming, that's okay, but the water is still. So let's get these out. There we go, guys. There is our strawberry pepper jelly, and I've already tasted it, what was left in the pot. That's the best part, you guys. It was so good. I'm so glad you joined me today. I hope you get to try this, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Put it on top of some cream cheese on top of a cracker. Ooh, yum. It is so good, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Until we meet again, may you be blessed. Love you guys.